Okay, so it looked like I had at least one other person in here, but I guess they just dipped out. um, yeah, I do understand that presidential debates are going on right now. Maybe some people are still watching like Nick's stream or Crow's stream. So I'll give it a few minutes. I wait for people to come in. Um, let's see. I'm just a bill up on Capitol Hill, and I'm just a bill up on Capitol Hill, and I 17 shot heard round the world, start of a revolution. When you know you're gonna be okay, take your gun, take your sword, Fort General Washington. Every time you wanna run away. Mm. Let's see, what else can I think of right now? Hmm. La di dee da di da, la di dee da di da, la di dee da di da, la di dee da di da. Alvin, Simon, Theodore. Hmm, 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 hmm. Anyways. So what can we talk about too? All along the watchtower. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Simply ravishing. Wow. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever see. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever see. Yeah. All along the watchtower. Hmm. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Superman, Man of Steel, Superman. Mm-hmm. 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 Do-do-do. Superman. Superman. Man of Steel. Superman. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do 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 do. Hey, no. Fantastic. Du- 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 du. Fantastic. When Captain America throws his mighty shield, all those who oppose his shield must yield. To the red and the white and the blue it comes true when Captain America throws his mighty shield. Tony Stark makes you feel he's a cool exec with the hottest wheels. As Iron Man, all jets aflame, he fights and fights with repulsor rays. Amazing power, it's Iron Man. Amazing power, it's Iron Man. Doc Bruce Banner, belted by gamma rays, turned into the Hulk. Ain't he just glamour ray, wrecking the town with the powerful, ain't so monster. Who isn't lovable? The ever loving Hulk, Hulk, Hulk. Cross the rainbow bridge of Asgard, where the blue means heaven's roar. You'll behold in credulous wonder the god of thunder, mighty Thor. Stronger than a whale, he can swim anywhere, he can breathe underwater and go flying through the air. The noble submariner, prince of the deep, but beware of deadly demons. Lord Namor of Atlantis is the prince of the deep. When the world crashes down and it hurts inside, and you gotta be down, there's nowhere to hide. Do 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 do. Well, you hurt my friends and you hurt my pride. You gotta be the man, you can't let it slide. I am a real American, fighting for the rights of every man. I am a real American, fight for what's right, fight for your life. Dun, 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 dun. When I'm right from wrong. Do, 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 do. I've got something burning deep inside of me. Go, 'cause we are free. I am a real American, fighting for the rights of every man. I am a real American, fight for what's right, fight for your life. Do 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 do. Right from wrong. Do 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 do. When you coming on down with no help to haul. Do 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 do. I got something deep inside of me. People are there to keep us free. I am a real American, fighting for the rights of every man. I am a real American, fight for what's right, fight for your life. Do 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 do. Anyway, simply irresistible. Ain't nobody where the money went. Simply irresistible. Simply irresistible. Ain't no more where the money went. Ain't no more where the money went. Simply irresistible. Hmm. Let's see now. You think you know me? Tut, tut, tut. Think you know me? Do 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 do. Well, there's no slowing me down. I'm not driven by fear. I'm just driven by anger, and you're under attack. Drive me up the walls, and if it falls, and it needs a light. Uh, oh, we gotta hear you, gotta say you coming down again. Anyways, uh, yeah, might end up being one of those. I know with the presidential debate going on, we'll probably watch another streams for that. But so if I end up being the only one here tonight, there, so be it. Let's see now. We're coming up on 14. We're coming up on 15 minutes. I may give it till about 20 minutes, and then I'll get going here. You know. Okay. Let's see. What else can we think about right here? Oh, somebody else is here. Hello. Hello. We actually have somebody else just join us. Hello. And thank you for the like and hopefully for the share as well. Actually have another person in here now. Yay! I knew people were gonna probably come in a little bit late because I know with the presidential debate going on, I know like Nick's doing a stream on it, Crow's doing a stream on it, so I get that. I knew people were gonna probably coming in a little late tonight. Hey ATC, yeah, you're watching the debate. I was watching it a little bit earlier online too, but had to do the stream here. So I'm glad you came in. I'm glad somebody's in here now. uh, and I know some of the other guys. I think Dave's like over on Crow Stream, so I know it might just be the two of us tonight. How's your day going? Of course, I'd find it hard to believe that you'd be watching the U.S. presidential debate, considering you're up in Canada there. But I know some people believe that Trump and Biden would probably make for good entertainment, though. Um, quite honestly, I kind of wish at the beginning there Trump would have just let Joe speak and just not gone right after him, but he went for the jugular right from the beginning. Um, let's see now. Um, 17 minutes. As I said, I'm going to probably wait till about the 20-minute mark, then I'll get started here. Um, Chances are people will be coming in late. We'll probably be straggling late, late, late. Uh, mm. So, hey, did you see how'd your day go today? Anything exciting happen? Huh. That'd be no problem. I guess that's no problem. Hmm. Let's see. As we wait for people, see if anybody else shows up, but it probably will be getting straggling in late tonight, as I said. Hmm. Hmm. So now we're over 19. So we're coming up on 20 minutes here, and I hit when it hits the 20-minute mark, then I'll go ahead and start getting into what I'm going to talk about tonight. Excuse me a moment. I go off screen here. Eh, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There. Okay. All right. So, what's on tap for tonight? Well, I got a couple of stories to kind of go over. One involving Hasbro, one involving kind of the Beast Wars coming to Netflix. Another one, and then another one I guess Marvel Comics coming out with a werewolf comic. So excuse me a quick moment here. So that's basically what's on tap for tonight. So let's get into it. All right. So there we go. So that's the first story we're going to hit upon tonight. Um, Hasbro confirms Beast Wars for Netflix. Netflix's Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy with announcement of new collectibles. Now, ATC, I figured this would be something more up your alley because you're the collectible guy, the toy collector. I know Toy Bounty Hunters also is a bit of a toy collector as well, but this sounds like something that'd be more up your alley. Hasbro confirmed that Beast Wars characters will show up in Netflix and Rooster Teeth's Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy. During Hasbro PulseCon 2020, the toy manufacturer revealed multiple Maximal and Predacon collectibles that will be featured in the third part of the Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy titled Kingdom. Hasbro teased the collectibles on their Instagram, but provided quite a bit more detail on the official Hasbro Pulse website. And I guess here's oh, look at that, how realistic that looks. Look at that. Look how realistic that artwork looks right there. I know, like back in the '90s when they had the Beast Wars series, it was a lot of it was CG. So here's the I guess here's the tweet itself. I guess just officially revealed on Kingdom.com or no on IGN.com. Um, we have unleashed the primal power of the beast. Worlds collide when the Maximals and Predacons join the fight, coming together with the Autobots and Decepticons in the epic finale of the War for Cybertron trilogy. Kingdom pre-orders will go live at all major retailers on September 26th, which is already passed, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 Pacific. Stay tuned for more exciting Transformers reveals. Megatron. First, they revealed a new Megatron Predacon figure, officially titled Transformers Generations War for Cybertron Kingdom Leader WFC K10 Megatron Beast. Megatron, who transforms into, of course, a dinosaur. The Megatron Predacon figure sees Megatron convert into a Beast Wars inspired T Rex mode in 27 steps. Look at that. Look at that ferocious monster. The figure includes golden disc card that reveals a possible destiny of a key character. Hasbro there will be there will be their alternate destiny variants for each character. There's another shot of Megatron in robot form. And what's kind of interesting about this too is how like Megatron and Optimus Prime's heads are virtually the same. Their robot heads are virtually the same in all adaptations. Like there's not much of a change. Whereas with the other Autobots, Decepticons, Maximals, Predacons, there is variance. Okay, so moving on then here. It is possible to add the laser fire effect to Megatron by placing fire blast accessories inside his head. Unfortunately, the accessories are sold separately with the figure. Of course, they are with other figures. Cyclonus, or as Spike's son, I can't remember. Daniel, as Daniel Wiki would call him, Cyclonus. Next, they revealed Transformers Generations War for Cybertron Kingdom Voyager WFC K9 Cyclonus. Cyclonus, who of course transforms into kind of a space jet fighter. As his robot form right there. Cyclonus first appeared in the 1986 film as the Herald of Unicron after Bombshell or Skywarp was reformatted into the second in command of Galvatron. Yeah. It was never made clear which, because you had the Insecticons, you had Megatron, Skywarp, and Thundercracker all like all damaged in the movie, which I have, by the way. Cyclonus is able to convert into a Cybertronian fighter craft in 34 steps. The figure also comes with an oxidating laser accessory. And that's Cyclonus in jet form right there. So, okay, let's see what you had to say there, ATC. Third party companies have already made a Megatron that's screen accurate. And we have a third person in here. Hello, third person. Hello. Glad you could join us. Let's see now. Continuing on, of course, the article here, and I hope you'll stick around and join in. Like Megatron, he comes with a golden disc card. Optimus Primal. Hasbro also revealed an Optimus Primal figure officially titled Transformers Generations War for Cybertron Kingdom Voyager WFC K8 Optimus Primal. And again, you see right here is what I was talking about earlier. Optimus, Prime and Megatron have the same, no matter what incarnation, seem to have the same head design. Optimus Prime, Optimus and Megatron seem to have the same robot head design in each of them. Optimus Primal transforms into his iconic gorilla mode in 22 steps. The figure also features hip articulation that allows him to be either posed in a crouch or standing upright. I guess they're talking about like this stuff right. I guess this stuff right here. I guess those kind of shrink down, whatever. Optimus Primal looks cool. Yeah, it does look kind of cool. Excuse me a moment. I'm gonna have to go off screen for just a sec. And of course, as always, I always appreciate likes and shares. This might prove to be an interesting sidebar from what else is going on. The collectible comes with two Cyberblade accessors that attach to his back. It also featured hidden form cannons and mega blasters. Characters also include a golden disc card. And from what I understand, those golden disc cards are basically, you know, they're like the little information things. They tell you a little bit about um, like they might tell you like the name, what they transform into, weaponry, backstory, all that good stuff to read. Um, Warpath. Hasbro would go on to reveal Warpath. There's Warpath right there. Kind of a rambunctious one. And there's Warpath in tank mode right there. Vehicle mode. Um, Warpath converts into a Cybertronian tank mode in 26 steps. Um, let's see. And features a rotating turret, tank turret, as well as shoulder shield accessories. Imagine seeing that come down your street. Big red tank coming at you. That'd be pretty scary, I would think. Like the other figures, Warpath also includes a golden disc card. Um, of course, in the like going back through all this, see, of course, the Predacon Megatron in the first, not this one coming up, but I don't know for sure this one coming up, but in the Beast Wars of the '90s, he was voiced by David Kay, who also voiced Professor X in X Men Evolution and Sesshomaru in the first Inuyasha series, not um, not Final Act, but the longer series. Cyclonus was voiced by the late Roger C. Carmel, who also in the G1 cartoon voiced Motormaster and Bruticus. He also, let's see, I'm trying to remember. He was in Star Trek as well, the first Star Trek series. Um, he was the guy who brought on all the tribbles. Can't really think of his name right now, but um, Roger C. Carmel, who voiced Cyclonus. And then Optimus Primal, of course, is voiced by Gary Chalk, who who I know he's done a few voices. I think he does Harvey Birdman. I think he did Reed Richards in Fantastic Four: World's Greatest Heroes as well. And Warpath, I don't remember who did his voice off the top of my head, but anyways, however, Warpath is also unique in that he can use the deluxe fossilizer figures to beastify himself with bone armor. Hmm. Um, Take a look at Warpath Beast Field with Paleotrex. Look at that. Oh man, look at that. Dang. That looks like something that looks like some complicated stuff right there. Like a very complicated design there. I guess one person left. Uh, so continuing on then, along with Megatron, Cyclonus, Optimus Primal, and Warpath, Hasbro also revealed Paleotrex, Black Arachnia, Cheetor, Rat Trap, Vertebrake, and a new Optimus Prime figure. There's Paleotrex right here. Paleotrex converts into a T Rex fossil mode in 32 steps. It features lower jaw articulation for multiple roaring hoses. So I guess Beast Wars now has three Tyrannosaurus Rex. You have Megatron, Dinobot, and now Paleotrex. Of course, I'm sure ATC. I'm sure you probably know more about this stuff than I would. With these designs and stuff like that. I'll be right back. Here's Black Arachnia. See, I think Venus Terzo did her voice in the '90s Beast Wars cartoon. Venus Terzo, who was also voiced Jean Grey in X-Men Evolution. Black Arachnia converts into its spider mode in 20 steps. The character also comes with a crossbow accessory. Cheetor. Here's Cheetor right here. I don't remember off the top of my head who did Cheetor's voice. I think it was actually somebody who wasn't as used as often with Ocean Studios, but you know, Cheetor converts into his cheetah form in 20 steps. Um, let's see. Um, a figure also the figure also features lower jaw articulation. The tail is also able to detach during transformation, um, and becomes a tail whip. And I do remember from the '90s cartoon how his tail was pretty fluid. A lot of times, it would move very with you'd see it swinging around and all that and wagging around. Oh, there's Cheetor right there. Here's Rat Trap. Rat Trap, I do know, was voiced by Scott McNeil, who also voiced Logan / Wolverine in X-Men Evolution and Ace Bound in Crypto the Superdog, 2000s. Rat Trap stands 3.5 inches tall. The Beast Wars inspired character converts into rat mode in 18 steps. The Transformer also comes with a fusion blaster accessory. Look, that's him in rat form. Vertebrake. Vertebrake. Here's another interesting character. Now, he wasn't in original cartoon. Vertebrake is also a 3.5 inch minifigure. The Predacon converts into his raptor fossil mode um, in 14 steps. His tail also detaches and can be used as a bone weapon. There he is right there in beast mode. Optimus Prime. Finally, they revealed a new Optimus Prime figure. Optimus Prime, who in the original cartoon back in the 80s was voiced by Peter Cullen, who also redid the role in the, I think it was like one of the live action versions, if not all the live action versions of the movies. Um, he's in the kind of um, the 3.5 inch Optimus Prime figure converts into his truck in 11 steps. The figure includes Prime's iconic ion blaster weapon. Yeah, that big rifle he has. Um, Along with the confirmation of the Beast Wars characters, they also released a trailer for the second part of the trilogy titled Earthrise. Uh, Now you can probably now you see the title there, Transformers: War on Cybertron trilogy, Earthrise trailer. If you want to go see it on Netflix, here's the official description for Earthrise. With the Allspark gone, Megatron is forced to confront the harsh reality that the Decepticons are trapped on a dying Cybertron. Meanwhile, lost in the darkest reaches of space, Optimus Prime and his team embark on a desperate mission, unexpectedly running into the spacefaring mercenaries. Are you looking forward to seeing the Beast Wars characters in War for Cybertron? Which figure is your favorite? Do you plan on picking any of them up? Well, well, ATC, what say you? You thinking about picking up any of those characters, or watching? Are you looking forward to watching that on Netflix? Read that. It took 23 minutes, so I get time there. So, have any thoughts on the series, or any more thoughts on the toys there, ATC? Or if there's somebody else in here, you have any thoughts you want to share? Hmm. I guess from the looks of it, looks like there's nothing more to be added, huh? The skeletal transformer was cool. Yeah, that was well. They had two of them. They had Paleo Trex, and they had Vertebrate. Those were both pretty interesting. Um, and Paleo Trex you could apparently combine with Warpath, so that was pretty interesting in itself. Okay, so with that, then I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next story here. All right, I didn't even need it. Really. We're gonna move on to the next story here. Marvel Comics announces brand new Werewolf by Night series will revamp Red Wolf, introduce new Werewolf by Night. Mm, that's going to be interesting. Oh, we got a third person in here. Hello, third person. Welcome to the stream. Um, so, Marvel Comics announces brand new Werewolf by Night series will revamp Red Wolf, introduce new Werewolf by Night. So here we go. Marvel Comics recently announced a brand new Werewolf by Night series. The series will be written by Taboo and Ben Jackendoff and art by Scott Eaton. Here's Marvel number one, Werewolf by Night. The artwork there. Werewolf by Night will be set in a small town in Arizona. Follows the story of a man named Jake as he deals with the effects of a family curse while trying to protect his people from a mysterious corporation. During his adventures, Jake will even run into fellow Marvel superhero Red Wolf. So here are some of the pictures here involved, the panels. When asked about the series, writer Ben Jackendoff um, stated, "Obviously, we always wanted to pay homage to the original Werewolf by Night, Jack Russell." He continued, "The original Werewolf by Night always had such deep mythology, and it always had like these amazing supernatural connections, and it was always about a family. There was always a family element, and that's a big thing with both of us being parents. We want to tell stories that can be inspiring to kids and show family. This character delves or derives from a lot of taboos. His own backstory, his own origins, he added. I guess here's a trailer for it. Here's a video trailer for comic. Taboo would also state, I'm half Hopi and half Mexican. Um, so we pulled a lot from my personal experience to implement that in our storyline. He added, the cool thing about the story is that although there's a native perspective to it, it's not a native story. The kid is dealing with becoming a werewolf, and it's inclusive to everyone. And there's bits and pieces for everyone to take away from their own personal motivation. There's some more panels. More panels for your viewing pleasure. I continue before I read the next paragraph here. Let's see if there. Oh, we actually have some people in. Let's see what people are saying because now it looks like we've had some. Sorry, I'm late, man. Watching the debate on. Yeah, I saw you over there earlier, Dave Marks. I was kind of bouncing around between his Knicks and the Fox News debate, but we can talk about. We might talk a little bit about the debate, just albeit I I am a little disappointed just in that I would have hoped that they would have started out civil. I mean, I understand the debate was going to get hectic at some point. I just did not expect it to go right off the bat hectic. Hey, Dave. Hey, Action. Um, who names their kid Taboo? Um, well, are we sure that his real name? He may have named himself. He may have legally changed his name to Taboo. I'm not even sure. I mean, it's a one-word name, so um, now granted, it might be because he's Native American too, so they have a lot of just one name. So like Geronimo. Now we're getting people in here. Um, 5 people up to now. Laugh out loud. Um, that last name is also unfortunate. Unfortunate. What taboo? Unfortunate? Is that what you're saying, Dave? Uh, anyways, coming back to the story here. Taboo then revealed that they will be revamping the hero of Red Wolf. He explained, "Then you have the amazing revamping of Red Wolf, a man out of time. We wanted to approach Red Wolf with a different perspective. Um, we didn't want to make him look too stereotypical, muscular, and just like a dude that has like these tactical cool accessories." As for their collaborator and artist on the series, Scott Eaton, Taboo had high praise. He sees the vision, and Scott just amplifies it and takes it to the next level. Here's, I guess, some of the artwork for that. I want to take a look at that. When asked what it is like to carve out their own slice of the Marvel universe, Jack and Doff. There's a name for you too, Dave. Jack and Doff. There's a guy with the last name Jack and Doff. Oh, because you know what it actually sounds like. Responded, "We get to give back to what the culture is and um, what's made us who we are." He added, "Honestly, without comic books, I don't think I would be the storyteller that I am today." Taboo also responded, "I've been a fan of Comic Con for years, so I've been going there as a toy collector and then a cosplayer and just being in the culture. And me and Benny would just, every time we were to get on a call, it'd be like, yo, can you believe how amazing how this journey has turned into a dream come true? This new Werewolf by Night series expected to hit comic book shelves on October 21st, 2020." So there you go. There's Jack and Dog. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, so that's kind of an interesting thing there. So Dave, is Crow String still going on over there, or well, I know they had some other stuff going on after the debate, I guess, with or as retirement, I guess. Um, I'll be right back. Going off screen for a moment. Yeah, I was able. Wow, we're at the 56-minute mark. So I really was able to push it to an hour mark, even though I let the first 20 minutes kind of go because of everything going on. The art looks cool enough, and people do like werewolves. hmm yeah, Crow's thing is still going on for a bit. Is the debate going on, or is the debate done now? Guess I can check that myself. I guess. Okay. Let's see now. Oh, debate's over, huh? Hmm. Yeah, I left. Yeah, Crows. Oh, debate's over. Yeah, as I said, I watched probably like the first 50 minutes of it. Honestly, I'm a little disappointed. I mean, I knew it was going to eventually kind of get out of hand because just the personalities involved and Biden, like you know, de degenerate, degenerating there cognitively. But I would have at least thought it would have started out like I just couldn't take Trump them like interrupting each other, trying to get their zingers in. At least answer, it's like watching a couple of kids fight, right? That was my overall impression of it. Um, Granted, I kind of knew what was going to be. I think most of us probably knew what was going to be said in the debate. You know, I think for us, I think most of us know what their visions of America are. I don't know if it's going to really change our minds, but that's my 2 cents on it. Um, let's see. Yeah, so we're already over an hour mark. So, anything on your guys' mind tonight other than the debate? I know that's probably still pretty fresh in everybody's head. The setup for televised political debates has always fostered shouting. Well, yeah, I get that, Dave. I really do. I get that. It's just, as I said, I would, and I know that it would have eventually happened, but it would have been nice if they, I mean, Trump pretty much went right for the jugular right from the beginning. It's like I kind of came in just as Trump was kind of in the middle of his opening statement, and for a while there, it's like he'd start, you know, he'd start like interrupting Biden. Biden would interrupt him, and then like you'd have Chris Wallace there as the moderator, trying to shout them down, trying to get, hey, let the vice president, let the president speak. It's like we didn't need the chaos right away. um, they need to update, be able to cut the microphone. They need to update, be able to cut the microphone when it's not someone's turn. Have a visible clock and allow more time for individuals. Um, for individual statements, but that wouldn't be entertaining. Yeah, the moderator was favoring Biden. Yeah, it does seem like. Um, was that what you thought? You felt Wallace was. Well, I know Chris Wallace. He's one of the people at Fox's who probably is kind of getting more in line with Declan and with Rupert's sons who are now running Fox. Like most of the rest of their primetime lineup is still pretty pro Trump. Hannity, Ingram, Carlson, they're all still pretty pro Trump. But I know that Wallace, I think he's, I think Trump rubs him the wrong way. Oh, his action toy channels. It's very obvious Donald seemed to kick ass, though. Well, yeah, I mean, again, it's like, you know, as I said, I just felt like it would have been nice if you actually got to hear what they said, and I know that Trump to his benefit would point out how, and like when they were like for well here's one of the more positive points that I saw when Chris Wallace was asking him about his plan. um I know that Trump was talking about trying to make like prescription drug prices more competitive, um by opening up the market, so he does have a plan. Okay, but it's like, but it's hard to get in, it's hard to catch that stuff when they're like like little kids bickering. um and to be petty, Biden started the interrupting, he did it first. The moderator did a good job maintaining order, though. All things yeah, I know that after a while it did start to calm down a little bit, Dave, but still, uh good job. Better drugs for cheaper. That's one of the things that Trump was talking about. Like Trump was also talking about how we're on the verge of getting a vaccine. Trump is, again, I think we pretty much knew it was going to be said. I'm for Trump, but the guy does say more than he needs to. One of my few problems with him. Yeah, I mean, I think he can stand to learn to be a little more concise. I mean, I know his brash attitude is his brash attitude is it's a double edged sword. Okay, yes, he's not PC, so that makes him, you know, that makes a lot more of the every the common man, as it were, more appreciative of him. But at the same time, there are times when you should follow Robert's rules of order, as it were. So Joe seemed to start a thought and drift off on a tangent. Yeah, I kind of saw that later as things started settling down. I saw that starting to. Maybe I'll have to go back and rewatch the whole thing, or well, I'll probably be watching some parts of Red Eagle Politics commentary on it as well. So, a few times I talked really quite a bit about politics here in the last couple of days here. Um, so yeah, actually, something, guys, things are a little bit on the slow side. I've already gone through the stories. So, are you guys ready for this day in each history? Because I think I'm going to wrap it up a little early, a little quicker than that. We're already past the hour mark. I think I'm going to just start wrapping up. Are you guys ready for this day in each history? Yay. All right. Yay. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do this then. Let me just review some things here. Say 1970, 1960, 1990, 1995. Okay. Oh yeah, I could close that out because I was done with that. Dave, you have a tweeter about loud. What happened today, Mike, in history? Yeah, I'm gonna get to that right now. um, Today being, of course, Tuesday, September 29th, 2020. Let's take a look back on this day in each history. Of course, the first thing I would like to do is I'd like to wish a happy birthday to second generation wrestler David Sammartino, the son of former WWF heavyweight champion Bruno Sammartino. David turned 60 today. Um, didn't have the same level of success his dad did, but it's good. Happy 60th birthday to David Sammartino, who wrestled for WWF in the mid '80s. He was part of the first WrestleMania, as well as wrestling for the AWA in 1986 and Herb Abrams UWF in 1990. He's kind of more. He didn't have the same level of success as his dad did, but he did get a lot of name recognition, though. But okay. Okay. So, anyways, moving on then. The next piece of history here. That was 1960. So move ahead to 1970. Okay, so on this date in 1970, DC Comics um, as National Periodical Publications Incorporated released on the newsstands the 405th issue of Detective Comics, featuring Batman and Batgirl and another story here. So let's look at the stories here. So on this date in 1970, Detective Comics number 405 was released on the newsstands by DC Comics at the time known as National Periodical. Stories Batman, of course, in the lead feature, Batman of Earth 1, the Silver Age version of the Batman. Um, In the story titled "The First of the Assassins," of course, involved the League of Assassins, and an assassin by the name of Tahia, I believe is how you might pronounce that. But here's a synopsis for this particular story. Commissioner Gordon informs Batman that 15 of Europe's leading shipping magnates have been recently murdered. A 16th is in Gotham Harbor, anchored in his yacht. Batman approaches the man, Casey um, Agonistis, and offers his protection. While at sea, Batman spots a school of dolphins carrying plastic explosives. Um, he is able to get the magnate, his fiancee, and one crewman off the boat before it explodes. Uh, Batman leads the survivors to a small island. He quickly discovers a variety of death traps. Batman goes into the jungle and meets Tahia, a member of the League of Assassins. Batman is barely able to stop the assassins before he completes his mission. However, Batman realizes that Tahia was not working alone. And then in another story, the next story here, Batgirl of Earth One, in a story titled "The Living Statue." It was a story that was she was battling the villain Vita. Let's see first off, hasn't said anything in the. Barbara Gordon is awesome. Yep. Um, Featuring, of course, Batgirl teaming up with Jason Bard here. So here's a synopsis for this one. While trying to find evidence to exonerate Jason Bard of murder, Batgirl is knocked out by the real killer, Vita. The is killer then uses plaster to trap Batgirl. However, Vita's rival, Infrared, comes to her aid. During the fight between the two actresses, Batgirl is freed from the plaster. The studio, excuse me a moment, I gotta go off camera for just a quick moment here. All right, so I'm gonna be back now here. See, finishing off this. The studio catches fire, but Batgirl is able to get both of the other women out safely. The evidence to save Jason was destroyed in the fire, but Infrared turned on a camera prior to her arrival and captured Vita's confession on film. So there you go. And then also in this issue, aside from those two stories, is a story called "The Sleuth in the Iron Mask," which was a reprint from Gangbusters number 62 back in 1958. Gangbusters, I believe, was like kind of a police procedural comic that DC did back in the 50s. So, um, so that's that in the comic portion of it. So let's move ahead now to 1990. What happened on this day in 1990? Which was 30 years ago today. On this day in 1990, Widget, which was a cartoon that was shown on USA Network. It was in first run syndication. On this day in 1990, Widget, the World Watcher, premiered on USA Network in first run syndication. So on this date in 1990, Widget the World Watcher made its debut on the USA Network in first run syndication. And finally, on this date in 1995, which was 25 years ago today, Slayers would finish its first run, its original Japanese run on finish its original Japanese run on TV Tokyo. On this day in 1995, 25 years ago today, um, it would um, finish its run on TV Tokyo. All right, guys. Well, I know I didn't, obviously, I think we're all a bit distracted by the debate tonight. Maybe I wasn't as focused as I'd hoped to be, but I'm glad you all joined me, even if it was, even if many of you got in a little late. Um, Hopefully, we'll come back a little stronger tomorrow night. But and this is where I'm going to end it. So thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Let me